Okay, hopefully y'all find me. Let me let y'all know. Check new vid. It would not let me post a while ago. Image of a mask. Gross, of a muzzle. Image of a muzzle. Yeah, that one's good. Okay, so I'm just going to wait a second until everybody finds me. I'm afraid y'all are all on the other video that was about to, and I was not able to do that because DuckDuckGo does not support video, so I had to use Chrome. Go figure. I think that I need, my face has chill bumps. I'm so cold, but I'm always cold. I need to get, one sec, let me grab something. While we're oh, don't look at the kitchen. Don't. This needs to zoom way out. Okay, so you found me. Y'all, this is so embarrassing. Don't judge me. I don't like it. I don't know where to go. It's all bad. So I wish I could see. Will you each anyone watching, will you like comment a thumbs up or something? I just like to know who I'm talking to. It makes me feel a lot better, and it makes me be able to connect on a level, because I know if I know you, then I know like kind of like where you are in this, and I can relate with you better. I'm trying to hide the dishes. Hi, running mirror. Okay, do I know you, or are we friends on Facebook? Or are you in my group chat? Or I like to be able to connect with who I'm talking to, because then I can like comment on more of the things. Katie Dame. Okay. Halfpenny. Is this you? It's real small. So, okay. Oh, hi, Meredith. Yay. Awesome. I really want to go grab something. Will y'all please not leave? And I promise I'm not going to draw this out. I say that every time, but I'm really, really going to make a point not to. I just want to go grab this thing that cleans the thing real quick. Hold on. 5 seconds. Don't look in the kitchen. I was trying so hard to go so fast. Dang, I just want to clean this. I feel like that's better. Okay. Ow! I ran straight into the desk in my little office room. Okay. Whew. Okay, so let me grab my notes. I work the best with notes. That's going to be the biggest bruise ever on my hip. Hi, Katie. Oh my gosh. So first, I just have to show y'all this. I mean, I'm so obsessed. Look at the size of my hand. Like, it's smaller than you think it is. I mean, I'm so in love with this. It's a oh wait, let me show you a close up. It's a North American Arms 22 mag. See, it's got like a rattlesnake. I told my son Hunter, he's almost 13. I was like, look, it's got a snake skin, what handle, grip, whatever. And I said, and then it's got a cobra coming out. He goes, that's a rattlesnake. Okay. He's going to be like, he's the smartest. That's not that requires lots of intelligence for him to know that, but my son is literally the smartest person. I'm so proud. Okay, so anyway, I feel like this needs to be addressed. It's been weighing on me like heavily since yesterday. Anyone that follows my Facebook, that saw my post last night, well, put a period or something, like comment. I want to know who has seen it and who hasn't. That way I know if I need to go into detail about it. If I need to read it, then I will. If I don't want to bore you all if you've already seen it. So I need to know a little bit. Also, if anyone could please comment and tell me how the video quality is, because I looked back at the one before and it sucked. I know. Joel went on a whole rampage tonight about how I can never say a gun is cute again at a gun buying place because it is embarrassing. I was like, whatever. What, do I need to go in there and act like a man so they take me seriously? Anyway, I was like, it is cute. It's freaking cute. It is so cute. And I am very careful with my guns. I have a concealed handgun license and I respect guns and what they do. I'm like trying not to point it at the screen even. But it's just so cute. I can tell you all that. All right. So I'll just read it real quick. It's not like it's going to take forever. So last night I shared this. I said, this is important, a message from my heart. To those of you that are coming into your awakening, there are a lot of you. I know this because I started a group chat on Signal and I see it. I see the beginning stages of pain. The questions, the satisfaction of those learning the reality of the world, learning to do their own research. I'm not giving them everything they ask for. I challenge them, just the way I was challenged to learn on my own. For that, I'm grateful. I pray that those that I'm trying to help feel the same way, eventually anyway. 2020, believe it or not, was the best year of my life. Like, literally. It was seriously the best year of my life. Let me tell you why. I learned so many vital things about life. It all started with the Great Awakening. The Great Awakening video. The Fall of Cabal. I would like to give you all, every single one of you, some good advice. Now is the time to give very little guidance to those that are around you that refuse to accept it. I understand that this sounds very harsh. What you have to understand is that you have come a very long way in a very short amount of time. Most of us that have gone through this, I'm just going to elaborate on that a little bit, have been in this for months, years. I mean, some of us, like some, not myself, I haven't been in it for years. It's nearly been a year, but I mean, when you have put what y'all are putting into this over the last week, I have put that much effort into it every single day for the last 7 or 8 months. I'm losing track. As much as what you're putting into it this past week, if not more. Take that in. It is a full-time job. I literally took off work this whole week. I haven't worked all week. I have not done a single client at all. I'm doing one client tomorrow. One client, and it's my one client that thinks I'm crazy, and I'm dreading it because, and I love her so much, but she has zero social media, none at all, none. She has no social media, never has. It is cute. It's so cute. I just love it. Joel got the same one. I've looked for this gun forever, y'all, like forever. Okay, but anyways, back to this. So I'd like to give you all, every single one of you, some good advice. Now is the time to give very little guidance to those that will not, and refuse to accept it. I understand that this sounds very harsh, But what you have to understand is that you have come a very long way in a very short amount of time. Nobody, and I mean no one, has any right to disregard anything that you have done in your research or minimize it. That is not okay. Don't accept that. You don't need to feel like you have to defend yourself. Don't defend yourself. You don't have to defend yourself. You know what you know. You know that you know what you know. I'm telling y'all this because I've been through it. And I'm basically a therapist. That's what I do for a living, doing lashes. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about. And every time I say that and people don't listen to me, they regret it. So I'm just telling you, listen to me. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Yes, Christy, it is exhausting. It's very, very exhausting. And if you think you know exhausting now, wait till the next few days because it's going to blow. But it's fine. Don't leave and don't give up hope because just you got to listen. Okay. What you have to understand, you were chosen. And blah, 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 blah. Okay, you, the chosen few, because we are chosen. God, for one thing, we are here on this earth right now during everything that's happening for a reason. Us, like God chose us to be here right now. Anyone, any person in history could have been here right now. We were chosen to be here. Okay. The chosen few, and you were chosen by God to play the role that you were playing in this very moment. And that is so, so true and beautiful. Like each of us have slowly transformed into who we are and who we should be. And it goes even further. We're not even there yet. We're not even where our full potential is. And that's where I'll get to Ascension in a little bit. Like, our full potential. I mean, it gives me chills on my face talking about it because it's so beautiful and so incredible and so sad in ways that we have been deprived and we have intentionally, well, we didn't intentionally do it to ourselves, but we have been guided in the wrong direction intentionally by bad people. But okay. You know what's true in your heart. You know what you're being led to do. You know you were meant for something more. You know it. You know it. And not everybody feels that, but if you feel it, then you're a chosen one. If you feel it in your soul, in your being, in your bones, in your everything, that you were meant for something more in life. And I'm not going to say that's a super common thing. Not everybody feels that. I've always felt that. But if you feel it to your core that you were meant for something more, like something important, something very, very important that can change lives and do something incredible, then you are a chosen one. And my best advice to anyone that's going through that or going through this, or whether you feel that or not, but you know the truth and you want to share it. We all want our strong opinions, the things that we have spent so many hours researching. We want to share it with the world because we're not selfish. We are not selfish. We are giving people. We are empaths. And being an empath is like the most difficult job in the world. Period. Point blank. There is no going around that. That is the hardest job in the world, is to be an empath. I truly believe that. Woo. Okay. I don't need that plugged in anymore. Okay. So, best advice I can give all of the chosen ones, and it's going to sound crazy, I know, but when it comes to your family and friends that don't want to know the truth or don't want to accept it, you've got to let it go for right now. You've said your piece and they heard you. I promise they heard you. They heard you. And they will never admit, the ones that are just like so gung-ho on like, that there's no way, you've lost your mind if you think that's happening. She didn't do this. He didn't do that. You are in a cult. Who has heard, you're in a cult? Let me ask you this. How many cults that you know of? Because I know lots of people. One of them, Amy, she has watched every documentary on every cult in the world. What cult leads you to God, to Jesus? I don't know. If there are any, please let me know. Which cult leads you to be a better person and support your country? I don't know of any. Just saying. But they did hear you. They did hear you. And they're not going to admit that they're even contemplating the consideration of believing you, but they are. Deep as they are, deep down, it's in their head because it disturbs them. They're deep down, they're thinking it. It's in there. It's in there. You planted the seed. That's what has to be done, is you have to plant the seed. Like I've said to everybody in the group, and what Charlie Ward said and says a lot, shine the flashlight in front of their feet to guide their way. If you shine it in their eyes, you'll blind them, and then they won't see it at all. It'll just blind them. And we can't do that. So back off on your friends and family, the ones that refuse to see truth and refuse to accept it. Back off on them, because I'm telling you, it's kind of like a manipulation tactic. But I use manipulation only in a good way. I've taught my son this. Cambry, she's not there yet. Hunter, what are my glasses are crooked? It's irritating me. Manipulation. There's an art of manipulation, and most people use manipulation for evil. I learned manipulation from being manipulated by people that used it for evil. Oh, Kelsey, I'm sorry. I know it like threw me off, but I don't want to get sidetracked, so it's fine. You can always rewind it. I learned manipulation from someone who manipulated me and did it in a negative way, in an evil way. And but not someone, some several people. Gosh, I could freaking write a book. People have told me I should for a long time. But anyway, we can use manipulation in a positive way, in a spiritual way, and planting seeds for people is what we have to do right now. We have to plant the seed. Once we plant the seed, sometimes we just have to back up a little bit and let it grow. Okay, so the people that we have told this information to, the ones that refuse to accept it, let it be. Leave them alone. You're going to don't do that. That's not what you want, and especially right now, because here's the storm. Okay, this is what I have been feeling like is coming for a little bit. Since yesterday-ish, I started getting not nervous or upset or anything. I'm not going into a depression or anything, but yeah. I see that, Taylor, your comment. Yeah. Joel, fortunately, we're on the same level, the same wavelength. Thank the Lord, because I just don't know how a relationship going on. Well, I mean, we've been together almost 2 years. In a month it'll be 2 years, but I can't imagine the last 8 months or whatever of me knowing all this and him not if he didn't understand, I don't know how we would have made it. I feel like he would have been like, I can't take it. You're on your phone too much, or, and you're losing it. I can just see all the things, and it makes me so sad. Because I mean, thankfully that's not my situation, but think about it. That's probably a lot of people going through this. Thankfully for y'all's awakening is it's real brief until the finale of the show. So nobody's getting divorced. Do you understand me? All of you listen. No divorces are happening. Y'all just wait. And okay, so here it comes. This is what you all are here for and want to know. And I'm going to tell you like Charlie Ward tells me. Not directly. I don't directly know him, and he hasn't done any videos lately either. It's really annoying, or haven't found them at least. So if anybody has any new ones from today, I would really like to see them. I know the destination. What I don't know is how we get there. I don't. So I'm going to go over a few possibilities, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with y'all. I slept till 11 a.m. today. Apparently, I was really tired and I needed it because I've been abnormally calm today. I'm a very like high-strung person. I've been like weirdly calm today. I also spent yesterday and today running a bunch of errands. Partly one to get my gun, my cute little gun. And then I had to do some stuff with the kids. I had to go to Walmart twice. Anyway, long story. So I am more out of the loop right now than usual. I took off work this week for this reason, so I could do all my research and share it with all of you. And the last 2 days have totally not panned out the way that I wanted to. But I will tell you this. Yeah. Imagine how we feel. The ones that I want to imagine how I try to imagine how the ones that I know feel that have been going through this for like 3 and 4 years. Can you imagine? I mean, the last 8 months. But I love it. I love it. What sucks is the phase that y'all are in. All the new people in this for the last month or two, even 3 months, maybe even 4, is y'all are all still in the phase of like having to like not understand, but like accept and accept and realize like the evil in the world that like none of us want to believe is true. And even though I know all of you believe it, because I know if you've watched anything at all, and if you're here right now watching me, then you've seen enough. You know that it's real because you've seen the evidence. So what sucks about that part of it is that it sucks because it's real life. It's happening. I don't think it's happening now like it was before Trump started taking control of the swamp, but I mean, it's definitely been a thing, and it's sickening and it's horrifying. And I think that another thing that we need to take into consideration right now specifically is with all the new awakened people, any of us that have friends that are Catholic or know anyone that's Catholic, like I think that we need to really take a step back and pray for them and pray for their continued faith, because they're struggling right now. Like can you imagine as a Christian, any Christians watching, can you imagine how it would feel if we had a leader like the Pope that we looked up to so highly, that was so important in our spirituality, and then to find that out? It breaks my heart for any Catholic. I mean, it breaks my heart regardless, but like to think, like, put yourself in their shoes. And then those that are Catholic, that are waking up, they are seeing the truth, their struggle, but their families don't even believe them. They think that they're crazy and they feel all alone. Like, that's not okay. It's not okay. Like, I want the show to get on the road because it's not fair. It sucks. Like, to be in that situation that, like, you know the truth and none of your family believes you, and you're struggling with, like, how is this reality? Like, this is my everything, my faith, everything, and the Pope has done these things. And the Pope is, I mean, I believe he's already been arrested, but it hasn't been publicized yet. I actually thought it had been publicized, and because my mom, I brought that up to her today because I was like, you got pissed at me. My mom did months ago when I told her the truth about the Pope and stuff, and she was so mad at me and thought, I mean, she literally thought that I needed to be committed, and I was like, I mean, I shined the flashlight right in her eyeballs. That's what I did. And I didn't mean to, but that's why I say don't do that. Like, take a step back because we're about to look real stupid for a few days. I have a really good feeling. So that's where this is going. This is what you all want to know. Yeah, I have a really good feeling we're all about to look like total imbeciles for, I don't know. I pray. Oh, I pray that it is not for long, because this is what the part that I've been dreading for a long time. And I've been knowing it was coming, but yesterday I started really feeling it strong that like it's about to be here. I think because like there are a lot of people that have theories that that it could go as far as them inaugurating Biden. And I'm not going to say that I don't believe that could happen. I mean, there's nothing that I would disregard, like, ever. Like, my mind is, I'm out of the third dimension. I'm in the fifth dimension. The fourth dimension sucks. We'll talk about that in a minute too. But there's nothing that would shock me. There's nothing like that I don't believe could happen. But you have to remember, like, we know the destination. We just don't know how we arrive there. So there have been, I'm telling you all one theory that I saw, and I haven't seen anything since. So I'll just go ahead and tell y'all, because I think it's going to be a thing. It would be far more widely discussed right now, and I haven't seen anything based off of this at all. But at one point there was a theory, just a comment I saw on a thread, and I was like, dang, that's deep, but it does make sense. But I truly don't think this is going to happen. But I'm just saying, be prepared for whatever. It's a show. This is a movie. I'm wearing Joel's sweatshirt. I just realized that I wanted to throw that in there. But this is a movie we're watching, and Snedeker Tonight, that's what I was watching when y'all were asking me to do a live. That's what he was discussing, is the fact that like he produced movies or directed. I don't know the lingo, but y'all know what I mean. He was a movie person in Hollywood, and he got out of it because of all the corruption. And but he's like, the climax is that's the best part. What will the climax be in this? Like, this is the finale, and what would get people's attention the most? And I haven't forgotten what I said a while ago. I'm getting there. What would get people's attention the most? What's the most shocking thing, or the most, like, the biggest bang you could do to get people's attention would be something like, what if Biden were inaugurated? Or what if they arrested Trump? This is the theory that I don't think is going to happen, but it did kind of freak me out temporarily for like a day, like over a week ago. But like, what if they did arrest Trump? Like, even if it was temporary and like he got out of it, obviously, whatever. What if they arrested Trump? Like, Q said, 17 says, trust the plan. They say, watch the waters. They say, Q says, or 17 says, sorry, I can't quit doing that. Says, the best is yet to come. I have a good drop on that decipher that I did myself earlier. I was real proud. But 17 also says, I got sidetracked. Yeah, when you're real awake, you don't need sleep. Gosh, I was going somewhere serious with that. One sec. Oh, okay. And it will be biblical. Okay, so 17 always says that it will be biblical. What would be more biblical than Trump getting arrested? Don't worry, though. I truly do not think that's going to happen. And if it did, even if it did, he would get out of it. Okay, so this is the important things for everybody to know now that I've freaked you all out. There are already so many indictments that it's insane. And watching Snedeker tonight, there was somebody commented on there, and he mentioned the comment, and this is so true, and this eased my mind like so much, like for what I just said and for the future. Okay, somebody commented and said, you cannot, a sitting president cannot be arrested. And that person commented that not because talking about Trump being the possibility of if Trump got arrested or whatever, but they said that because Snedeker was talking about the fact if they actually did go through with the inauguration, because there's already an indictment out for Biden. And he was saying, like, if they went through with the inauguration, that's because that's a theory. Like, how would that play out? Because Biden will be arrested, but we have heard that we don't think that that Biden will be arrested before Inauguration Day. I'm thinking it's going to be on Inauguration Day, on the 20th. But when that person commented and said that a sitting president cannot be arrested, I was like, and then Snedeker said it, like, mentioned that comment, and he was like, that's a good point. That made me feel a lot better, just mainly not because I'm worried about what's going to happen. It's because I'm worried about the messages that are going to come in my inbox saying, oh, well, Biden's president. Oh my gosh, yesterday I thought I was going to blow my brains out if I got one more message in my inbox saying Trump got impeached. Yeah, for the second time. Doesn't mean jack crap, clearly. Don't watch the news. Do not watch it. Don't watch it. Don't drain your soul of all of its energy. You will regret it. It's pointless. How many of you have followed me long enough to know how annoyed I get when anyone sends me? Not that I get annoyed at them. I'm not watching it. I don't care. When people send me stuff about ballots, I don't give a rat's ass about anything, any news or updates or whatever regarding any freaking voter ballots. I don't care. You know why? Because it literally does not matter. It doesn't matter. That is totally pointless. The whole voter ballot situation and why it's being pushed so hard is because the Trump administration is having to push it hard to wake people up. I'm already awake. I don't need to be more awake because that would be impossible. I'm very aware of what's going on. So anything regarding ballots, voting, I have not cared about the entire time. I was more calm than I've ever been on my life on election day. That whole night, I didn't even watch it. I literally didn't even watch it because it doesn't matter. That was a poll. That wasn't an election. That was a poll to get opinions, and then they manipulated it the way that they wanted to. Period. Okay. I would like to go ahead and comment now. Anyone watching, if you have any questions, do not be afraid to ask anything. There are no dumb questions. If I can't answer it, I will figure out someone who can. I will get an answer. It will be anonymous. Do not worry. Whatever. I mean, obviously, people can see who's posting. Not that they know who you are, but whatever. You know what I mean? I will find an answer if I don't know it myself. And I really, really would appreciate people asking questions because it makes me feel good to be able to help and answer. I'm saying that now because I think I'm getting the comments like way after you send them. I'm reading comments right now. Yeah, it's sad, Kay. It sucks. Like when you try to tell people, that's what I'm telling y'all. Like you've got to just lay off of the people for a little bit because it could look a lot. I mean, I feel pretty confident it's going to look a lot worse before it starts to look better. So everybody needs to be prepared for us to look stupid for, anywhere from like 1 to, I don't want to put a limit on it. I would say a minimum a couple of days, but we don't know who 17 is. We have theories. I can tell you the theories that most people have of who it is. There's a 17 plus that I think is pretty well confirmed is Trump. Different times the drops are signed by 17, and then sometimes they're signed by 17 plus. But some theories people have are, my favorite theory is JFK Jr., John. That's my favorite theory. I truly believe that he is alive and well. We would be fools to think that we are told everything, period. If you disagree with that, then you're in like the first dimension of the planet. Just saying. And you need to get your head out of your arse. Okay. Theories on who 17 is. JFK Jr., Don Jr., Baron Trump is another one of my, that would probably be my second favorite theory, aside from John, would be Baron Trump. I have a weird little like love for Baron Trump. I just think that he's so cool. Like, he's so cool. Hunter reminds me of him a lot. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's why I like Baron so much. But plus the whole book of The Marvelous Underground Journey of Baron Trump, I feel like he plays a significant part in things. So I feel like that's also a possibility. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't really worry about it that much. I used to in the beginning, I guess probably in the same stage y'all are in on this. I was concerned with who it was, and like made it like my life mission to figure it out, because it's just so interesting. You just want to know it all. And I think that's what makes this whole thing so beautiful, is like you learn a little bit and it's so depressing for a second, but well, longer than a second, but then your eyes are, it's like eyes wide open and you're like, I have to know everything. And it brought me into a new universe where like, I swear I'm like 7,000 times smarter than I've ever been in my entire life. I think a lot of that is due to me learning from this. This is what led me to this, was learning about decalcifying my pineal gland. And that is so important. And that's when you get into the fun part. When you start researching like pineal gland stuff, which is like pine, Pineal gland, decalcification. Just start searching that, and that's going to lead you to the most beautiful things you could ever imagine. And that led me to my happiness, to my content spirituality, in a spiritual way, in every way that you can imagine. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I'm so content with everything in life. Like, I was the world's worst worrier. I get it from my mother. I need her to understand what I'm telling y'all. I was a habitual worrier. I mean, I could literally think about something happening to my kids or Joel and just like put myself in a panic. Like the thought of something happening to them would like literally send me into a full-blown anxiety attack. Like, it was so bad. This is a subject like that I had to pray about more than anything else, is to worry less, pray more, trust God. That's why I love Q's trust the plan. Trust your plan. God already has your plan. It's already there. Like, trust it. So anyway, that is the pineal gland subject. Researching that like led me to so many things that I really am. I mean, I'm just beyond grateful to have found, like what Bluetooth does to us and what fluoride does to us. And it's all those things. If you've seen all the crazy girls post about on Facebook, I hate that term though, by the way, crunchy moms. I hate that. Like, that makes me want to vomit and clean it with comment. I don't like it. It's really weird. Gross. Anyway, but all those people, I'm not talking crap because I'm one of them now. I just don't refer to myself as that because that's weird. But all of those things you see people post and you're like, I mean, I say you are. Maybe you're one of them. I don't know. I'm just saying, now I get it. They were right. They woke up a long time ago. And good for all of you that did, because I wish I did back then, but I'm just grateful I have at this point. So the anti-vaxxers that me personally, I thought that anyone that didn't vaccinate was like, had totally lost their mind. Like that they were such idiots. I'm just going to be blunt. I thought you were a total idiot if you were not vaccinating your child. I was wrong. You were right. I have no problem admitting when I am wrong. None. I was the biggest advocate of wearing a mask. Joel and I were wearing $100 N99 masks before anyone was wearing a mask. That's how serious we were. Like, I was on it. Then we woke up and we now advocate to everyone, take that off. They cannot sue you. They cannot fire you. They can, but you can sue them and you will win. And this is true. Like absolutely 100%. Like, we are in the process of suing a local government office because they would not serve Joel without a mask, and he will not wear one, and like he's not going to, and they cannot do that. We sent an official letter with all of the section this, code that, blah, 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 asking, can they do this in a public government, public whatever office? Like, it was legit. And the letter they sent back, I had to read it several times, and I realized what they were saying is that they can't do that. They cannot do that. So, no, you cannot lose your job if you don't wear a mask. A mask is very bad for your health. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, listen to Lynn Wood, episode 4 or 6. I think they're basically the same thing. Lynn Wood will tell you it is bad for your health, and he wouldn't trust anything that Bill Gates created within missiles reach of him, because he is evil, and he compares Bill Gates to a serpent because that's what he is. He is evil. He had the vaccine patented with numbers that are like 66666. That's Satan. The mark of the beast. That's what that vaccine is. It is the mark of the beast. Period. And people ask me a lot, like, why does Trump promote the vaccine if it's bad? I'll tell you my opinion. This is what I think. And there's different levels to this. Firstly, when Trump talks about the virus, I do not believe he's talking about COVID-19, because COVID-19 is nothing but the flu. Lynn Wood says that too. It's a flu, a different strain of the flu. It's nothing different than a cold. And there are plenty of studies to show that once you have had it, after that, it is no more than a minor cold once you've had it one time. And that once you've had it, you are, these are literal studies. You can look them up. That now it's like they're saying like 8 months and 14 days or something, at least, that you are immune to getting it again. There are plenty of studies, but that's beside the point. Okay, so people ask that. Okay, so the virus, to me, when Trump talks about the virus, he's talking about deep state and the cabal. And when he talks about the cure, which I literally had to rewind it one day, like 3 months ago, maybe 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, in one of his rallies, where he goes, the cure, like he said, the cure. And then he goes, and then he repeated it after that and said the cure. He said it less prominently, but the first time he goes, the cure. And he's always doing that. You know, that's him doing the 17. The 17th letter in the alphabet is what? Okay, for anyone wondering. He'll do that. He does that randomly, like in all the time. He did it at the Alamo thing, the Alamo, Texas thing. But he's done it a whole bunch. So anyway, there's that. Oh, and The Cure. I'm trying to think of where else I was going with that. The Cure is the punishment. The Punisher. You know, you see like the 17 people, like a lot of people, their Facebook profile pictures is like of the Punisher. The speech from the other day, what did I get from it? I felt like it was a lot of, well, first of all, him proving to everybody and like doing another speech saying that he definitely is not conceding. Like he makes it very apparent he's not going anywhere. He makes that very apparent in everything he says. Everything. Also, Taylor, did you happen to see the picture of, and if not, it's on my Facebook, unless it's been deleted, which that's possible. But either way, I have probably 5,000 screenshots in my phone from the last 4 days. So I can always send it to you. But there's an image. Oh, well, and I recorded the whole speech on my phone. But there's nothing but what do you call them? Border Patrol out there watching Trump. Like you see it in the thing. I didn't pay attention to it at the time. I can't believe I didn't, because I really tried. I was at my dad's and that was distracting me. I was like, are you listening? You're not listening. I was like, I've turned into you. What happened? But all these like Border Patrol people, and then there's one random dude in a red jersey in the middle of, right smack dab in the middle of them. And the back of his jersey says 17. 107, 107, 107, 107. Take the 0 out of 107. What is that? 17. Just another rabbit hole for y'all to go down if you want to. Yeah, so like there are hidden messages and everything. And he'll say things too, like, the Q drop 1111, make a wish. Y'all, this is so crazy. It's really not crazy. It's been happening to me for a long time, but I always see like the I can't think of the term right now. That's annoying. But like 222, 1111, 111, 333. I always see that. Always. And for as long as I can remember, I'm not gonna say my whole life, but for many years, for at least 4 or 5 years. I think at least 4 years. I always see 614. The time 614. Like I just picked up my phone for the first time in how long? And it was at 11:11. I screenshot it every time it does it. There's millions of screenshots in my phone. I pay like $10 a month for 2 terabytes of storage on my phone. And that was like the best purchase of my life. Totally worth it. But 6/14 is my birthday, June 14th. Also, Trump's birthday. We have the same birthday. So for years I've seen 6/14, but in the last, literally it's been like since maybe a couple months before my awakening, that's when it started. I started like noticing, it's so weird. Every time I look at my phone, it's like 111 or 222 or 555, but then it kept getting more frequent and more frequent. And this is, y'all are gonna think I'm crazy. This is part of Ascenscion. It's part of Hunter texts me, my son, I'm spending another $5, but it's okay. I got 400. Okay. So sweet. Ooh. Oh, I've been waiting for this particular favorite person of mine to send me this video. I think this might be the one. I'm texting her and asking. Okay, I'll tell y'all the title of it. Don't judge me. Lucifer's Throne. You won't believe your eyes. The serpent life cycle. Their methodology exposed. That may or may not be the one that she's been awake for like 26 years. I'm not joking. Like, if not longer. She knows more than could ever even be told. Like, insane. So I value our friendship a lot, and she has like helped me through this so much. But I want everybody to know, like, you have to keep your faith. You don't let people. Okay, so one of my best friends, she has a man in her life that is very negative, and like anytime she shares anything with him that she knows or whatever, he is so fast to shut it down. And I know, yes, I love that. I love that so much. Like, I get a little too overly excited about it because I really love that. Like, I love it. Plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 is what? 11. 11, 11. 11 is a master. Oh my gosh, oh, I'm drawing total blanks. It's a master number, a master. I'm like, I'm missing a part of that. It's a master number though. Anyway, just gonna drop it. Anyway, so he is real negative. Anytime she tries to tell him anything, like he was like the first one to get a vaccine, and he thinks she's stupid, and he treats her like she's stupid, and it pisses me off like so bad. It makes me so angry, and it makes me so mad because like it makes her feel like she's nothing, and that's not okay. Like, do not, whether you believe this crap or not, like, do not make people feel like they're nothing because they spent hours of researching and you didn't. Like, how dare you? Do not do that. That is so wrong on so many levels. And my question to people that question me is like, okay, well, when you spend 2,500 hours researching what I have, then we'll talk. Until then, I don't want to discuss it, because, you try to help them, and it's one thing, we can try to help them, and they can either accept it or they don't. And when they don't, that's fine. We have to learn to drop it. But when they want to keep bringing it up and arguing, when they want to keep doing that, that's when you pull that one and you say, until you have researched what I have researched, we're not going to discuss it. Period. This whole thing has like taught me to stand up for myself. I was my dad's stroke and all that, really, that's when I went through that part. But this even more has, like, do not tell me I'm stupid. Like, I was trying to help you. I'm not forcing it down your throat. You don't have to believe it. I don't care if you believe it. I don't. I really don't. I used to in the beginning, but I don't care anymore. Like, it's up to you if you want to take in the information that I'm giving you, that is here, that I'm trying to give you to help you and to better your life and to have more like clear understanding of what this world is and how to make your life better, like vaccines and fluoride and Bluetooth, blah 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 blah. They're all calcifying our pineal glands and making it to where we can't connect spiritually with God the way that we were meant to. Like, we need to actually take our shoes and socks off and go stand in the dirt in the sun from time to time and literally connect with the higher power, the divine. Like, that's what we were intended to do. I swear that's why Hunter hates clothes. He hates the way they feel on him. Like, it's almost like he's an autist. Like, and I believe that. Like, he is on a different level that is like, I'm so proud of. It's so beautiful. And he's hilarious. But anyway, there are so many things, like Crow 777. Write this down. CRROW. So it's Crow with 2 R's, 777. Write that down. Search that YouTube channel. That show can tell you so much about like everything with like related to Earth. Like, one of my favorite episodes of that was about, and I'm not going to be able to think of the term, but about like crop growing and stuff. And it's like goes back to like growing crops like a forest, and how like we're doing it wrong. We're doing it wrong by tilling up the gardens and stuff. We shouldn't do that. It should be more like a forest and woodsy, and there should be like things growing between it. And like it's so, I mean, I would never thought that I would have been interested in that one. I've listened to it like 4 times, and it is so interesting how a man in like a state that's like, I can't remember if it was Colorado or where, but somewhere cold where there's snow and mountains and stuff, literally made like, he was growing lemon trees and apple trees and stuff on the side of a mountain. And he had like not a pond, what do you call it? A waterfall like type thing coming down, and that fed this and that, and it all fed off of each other, and it all made everything grow miraculously. And the sun beamed off of this mountain from the water and reflected on this. I mean, it's incredible. It is literally the coolest thing ever. Okay, good question. What do you think is going to happen? Oh, also I wanted to add to that stuff, like God gave us everything we need. Like dandelions are considered like a weed, like that we should mow down or whatever. Dandelions are like, that's one of the greatest things that we can do for our health. Like I have dandelion, it's not that one. Anyway, I have like, it's like in a thing like this, and it's dandelion, and I put it in my water, and it literally like you'll never, ever, ever, if you have a problem with UTIs or kidney stones, it will prevent that. It will treat it. It is so good for your kidneys and your liver, and it's just good for you. So all around, different things like that. Like there's so many things like that were given to us, but we have been indoctrinated to believe that we need these poisons. These medicine is poison. We've been indoctrinated to believe that that's what we need, and we do not. And so anyway, but back to this question, what do you think is going to happen the next few days? Do you think there will be power outages? What was the 40,000? You said 4,000, but I know you meant 40,000 on the Q drop you posted. Okay. All right. As far as the 40,000 thing, like I said earlier, I've been super busy the last 2 days, so I haven't had a chance to really dig deep in that. But I feel like just personally, I could ask my group of digital warriors that, and I will. But my best guess is going to be like, watch the skies. Like, I mean, 40,000 feet, doesn't that make you think of like aircraft? That's just what, ooh, or submarines. I don't know. I'm not educated on the technicalities of submarine crafts or aircraft really enough to know either one of those, of which would make more sense. But I feel like it has to do with watch the waters or watch the sky. But 17 always says to watch the waters. What do I think is going to happen in the next few days as far as power outages? Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I know it's coming. I really wish that we, and if I had the time today, I would be able to answer that more thoroughly. I mean, I know it's coming. I know that the banks have to be shut down for 5 days. So I don't know. I want to know. I want to have the time to research this. That's what I was kind of hoping to get from Snedeker tonight, and he probably will tell. So I do recommend that, and I can try to post. I'll post a link in the comments when I get done with this video of the link to Snedeker's page, because that's what I want to go back. I was watching that before I came on here. What made me open my eyes and introduced me to all this, and where do I do most of my research? Well, that's just where do I do most of my research? Everywhere. Actually, I can answer that better. Dr. Charlieward.com. DrCharlieward.com. That's where you can get the best knowledge ever there. And Snedeker's YouTube is now, it was the Indoctrination, but he's been censored so much and shadow banned that now it's Dave Sned, Dave space SNED. So those are going to be like literally your best sources as far as knowledge and on learning all of this. Katie, I love it. She said, don't get me started on aircrafts. I was like on a late night mission on my way to her house, which is in the middle of nowhere. I'm so cold right now. Oh my God. For UFO sightings, like not even playing. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all look up Elon Musk. Y'all look up med beds. Y'all look up where med beds come from. I love Elon. He tweeted a real funny tweet today, by the way, and I'm about to get off because I'm about to pee my pants. FYI. In case you wanted to know. So yeah, I got real scaredy cat and did a Yui in the middle of nowhere on like a narrow basically a back road, a county road, and was like, my car is like not equipped for this. I mean, it's fast, but it's real low to the ground. And I was like, like if I felt like, you know, when you feel like someone's in your house chasing you, like, or not chasing you, but you just feel like somebody's in there and they're not, but you get it in your head and you can't get it out. And then I was like, but I'm scared to slow down because if I felt like even though my doors are locked and everything, I'm like, but if I slow down, they might be able to get me. They could grab my car up, they can snatch it up, and then I'm done for. So you're like scared to even slow down. Like if you're going faster, you're safer. It was so funny and stupid, and I was so scared. I whipped it. I was in the ditch, like, yeah, I was out of there. Like, bye, see ya. That was fun. It was fun. But I really wish that you would have had, like, do y'all have outside cameras, Katie? Like, I need you to point them out. I have so many cameras, like security cameras. You can take them, like, come to my studio and get them and take them home with you and point them at the sky. And please let me get some footage of all of this because I have got to see it. I want it to happen. Oh, why do the banks have to be shut down? People keep at. Good question. Yeah, y'all gotta think of these good questions like this. Okay, so for our, I am actually super glad you asked this. For our currency to change from fiat dollars, don't believe me. If you believe Lynn Wood, then you should believe me. Lynn Wood said it. Fiat dollars are trash. They're corrupt. They are bogus. I don't know what the term he used was, if it was corrupt or a scam or what, but it's a scam and it's false. Like, think about it. A fiat dollar, a dollar bill, a $20 bill, whatever dollars have no value. None. Silver and gold have value because it's rare. How does a dollar have value? It's a piece of paper that they print continuously whenever they want. And when somebody writes you a check, Katie, as a hairdresser, you understand this. When you're written a check and you cash that check, or not cash it, you deposit it. Like say you use your phone app to deposit, or you take it in there and you deposit that check. They just make it like digital, right? They just digitally add the dollars to your bank account, right? Where are the actual dollar bills? Where's the actual fiat dollar money? Where is it? It doesn't exist. It literally doesn't exist. Go to the bank and try to withdraw $20,000. I'm waiting. I'll wait here and y'all let me know how that goes for you. They're not going to do it because they can't. They won't. I mean, they can. And if you're a real and like persistent and insistent and you tell them like they're going to have real big problems if they don't, you might maybe get away with it. But like the average Joe, go in there and be like, I want to withdraw $10,000, $20,000, even $5,000. You're going to have trouble withdrawing $5,000 out of your own bank account. It's not a check that you're waiting to see that clear. No. Go try to withdraw $5,000 of your own money. See how they act. Because they only have very little there. They don't have they don't have the amount of dollars in that bank that people have in their bank accounts. I'll put it that way. It's true. Just telling you. So for our currency to change, it only makes sense. And we're not going to pay for internet anymore. And I'm pretty sure that is also going to include our phone bills. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. I just really hope it includes electricity. Like, that would be great. My electric bill at work is insane. It's more than it is in this house. And this is 4,000 square feet in the house, and then another 1,200 square feet in the shop that's heated and cooled. And my electric bill at work is electric and gas, which we have gas here too. My electric and gas at work is more than double what it is in 5,200 square feet here. So that's not okay. So I'd be real excited if that was included, but I don't know. But anyway, internet for sure we're not going to pay for. It's coming from space. It's called Starlink internet or something like that. It's coming from Elon Musk is doing it, Tesla, whatever is doing a thing. It's comes from the solar system. The energy of that will source our internet. So for the conversion, whatever, that's what I was thinking, but the transition to happen from one form of internet to another, obviously I would assume it would have to be shut off, at least temporarily. And I don't know if that would take 12 hours, 24 hours, 5 days, 7 days. I don't know. 10 days. I have no idea. I just do feel like it, logically thinking, it would have to go off for a little bit. And for our currency to change, I would think that we would have to lose access to bank accounts for a little bit. And it definitely would have to be more than 4 days, because banks are not supposed to be closed more than 4 days. And that's why a lot of people, including myself, really thought that the financial or the currency change was going to happen at New Year's, was because, or was it New Year's or around the 6th? I think it was New Year's, because Trump claimed a random, and I almost feel like maybe they were trying to do it then and then it just didn't happen, but he was setting it up in case, because he's like work 24/7. He's not the type to claim like randomly, like, oh, we're going to make this a bank holiday. Like, banks don't already have enough holidays, whatever. He didn't care about that. He works all the time. He supports people that work. So everybody, or a lot of people in the know, really believed, including myself, that was when the currency reset was going to happen, was at New Year's, because he declared that extra bank holiday, which made the bank close for 5 days. So the bank has to be shut down for 5 days. I get this information from Charlie Ward, in case you're wondering. And so if it could happen over the weekend or a 3-day weekend, it would have already happened by now, or they could do that. It's I know I am getting them late. Is the image quality like total crap? But anyway, that's why that has to happen. That's why I think it is just completely necessary for internet and phones to be down, and bank accounts to be down for at least a period of time. I don't know how long. People were tripping over the video of my UFO drone at the salon today. I haven't seen it, Katie. Did you send it? You got video of the UFO drone thing? I thought you didn't. I need it immediately. Okay, yeah. I have really cool camera stuff. I've done that multiple times, like maybe 100K, they would have trouble. Okay, so but recently, Katie, you have tried to get that amount out recently, and they were fine with it. What bank? Don't tell me here. We'll talk about this later. Yeah, they don't like it though. Even 20, they do not like. It is like a problem. They like, you have to like fight them. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I saw them. Okay. Well, if anyone else has any questions, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I have to pee really bad, so I'm gonna go do that. If y'all are done with questions, then you can all leave. When I get back, I'm gonna be very, very quick, like 90 seconds max, I would think. When I get back, If you have questions, I will see them since it takes like not 5 minutes. I don't know. Hopefully not. I'm going to move it over here this way just a tiny bit because I feel like I can like maybe possibly get better service over here. I don't know. Those aren't deer antlers. That's a game. All right. Going to potty. Be right back. Okay. BRB. I'm back. Katie, you sent some today that were like jets with chemtrails, but I haven't seen the UFO ones. Oh my gosh, there's more people here now than there were when I go. Noxie's on my fridge. Okay. Well, does anyone else have any questions? Like, I feel like, let me look. Oh, I did want to talk about Ascension just a little bit more. I don't know. I already did that. I kind of don't want to talk about it, actually. Sorry. My face is so cold. Oh, this is what I want to tell you all. Dang, I wish there was more people watching right now. So, has anyone gotten a message that says, we're going to deactivate, like, let's support Trump and deactivate our Facebook at 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. or on 7 p.m. Friday or whatever today. I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm talking about if you got it. In support of Trump to like, basically it's saying, and I got the message earlier from a friend and I was like, I hearted it and I'm like, oh, I love that. But then I was watching Snedeker and he was like, he said, I do not agree with this. And I agree with him on his interpretation of it. Basically, he's saying, like, don't do that because he thinks that, like, this could have been an agenda geared thing from, like, Facebook people or from from the bad people to try to get us off Facebook from posting. And I agree with that 1,000,000,000%. Like, I totally believe that. Like, there's no source of like who that came from or anything. And the worst thing we can do is purposely put people in the dark. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? That makes no sense. And this is how indoctrination works, is like things like that. Like, when you see things like, and you automatically think, oh, well, that must be good. That's the art of manipulation. Evil form of manipulation is when, and it's part of being an empath, and that sucks, is because empaths, we trust everything and everyone until they give us a reason not to. But we have a difficult time even knowing that they've given us plenty of reasons not to. That's the problem. And we're very forgiving, and we see the best in everyone, and we see why we have a very deep understanding of, like, well, they're like this because of that. Like, you did get it. Or we make excuses for them. So I feel like, It's just something you have to learn. That's getting out of the third dimension, is when you start to question everything. 17 says question everything. Everything. Question everything. Everything and everyone, even me. Question everything. Do your own research. Don't believe me. Don't take my word for anything that I say. Don't do it. Take the words that I'm giving you, write down subjects that interest you or that you want to know more about or you want to share with other people, and go research it yourself before you do that. Okay? Like, seriously. I know, Katie. It sucks. But empaths are usually like, well, I'll let you research that too, because we're special people, for sure. For sure. I get chills, like, the biggest. I wonder if you can see the chill bumps on my face. Like, I see it. Like, I'm literally, whenever I talk about it. Yeah, don't believe everything you see. Don't watch the news. Do yourself a favor. Do not talk to anyone who listens to the mainstream media. Don't talk to anyone who listens to someone else that listens to mainstream media. Avoid them all for the next week, okay? Literally, take off work if you can. Like, I took off work this week, and I at first I was like, I kind of regret doing that. Well, no, not really. I had a split second of like, well, shit, I should have took off next week because that's when all the action's going to happen. But no, I don't regret it, because I needed this week off to be able to do the research to help everybody, to help, not everybody, but to help the people that have sought help from me. And, but now I'm just kind of like, well, I might need to take off the next week too. I probably will, for the most part, at least, with whoever I can get away with it with. Or y'all can come here to my house. Maybe I'll have my clients come here, and y'all can sit here while I play podcasts and watch videos about cryptocurrency and the world and everything else. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta check my crypto stuff. I just invested in a new one tonight, and it was like soaring, and I didn't put too much in it. Nothing life-changing, but enough to be concerned about a little bit. I just want to check it. And I'm hungry, and I gotta go. So anyway, I love you all, and thank you for tuning in. If you don't mind, just like the video so maybe the algorithms can help other people find it. Maybe it can help some other people too. And eventually I'll learn how to make a more organized video and less dishes in the background. If anyone wants to come over, I'll give free advice for house cleaning. I'm not joking. All right, I love you all. Bye.